So I've just done a bit of weathering on the Dapper or DAPR 3D kit that I've just been assembling. Just weathering the roof at the moment, so I thought I'd do a quick video of the weathering technique I use. I just get it's a MIG ammo oil brusher. It's actually a Starship filth off another product I had. Just use a bit of that brush, just brush it on, and then just give it a bit of a wipe, and it sort of wipes quite well really. It's quite oily, it's quite an oily weathering brush, and it gives quite a realistic effect. It looks like the muck's running down, especially compared to the other clean side.
Which needs to be warm when you're doing this. You've got your nice little fondant. So fondant is a little bit of hot water, chocolate, and icing sugar. And you want it to sort of that consistency. So it's nice and sweet. And you want it in a big bowl, because if you don't put it in a big bowl, you can't...
So I've got a little bit more painting to do. I need to pick out the details on the doors. I'm going to paint these shutter gates with silver. I've got an aluminium silver. And I'll give them a bit of a weather afterwards. But apart from that, that one's not far off finished. It needs some glazing as well, obviously, for the windows. And then let's make a start on this one, which is going to be a shed for unloading the JIA wagons that I've got. On a previous video, I removed the decals off them, the Imerus decals. So these are, on my layout, they're going to be an extension of the bulby potash train, basically. So the idea being that the wagons will come in through this entrance, be unloaded, and then be taken away again. So that's going to be going in the spare set of sidings that I've got on the layout. So I've got a bit of weathering to do on this one yet as well, and a bit of finishing up. I'll be able to get that on the layout. So yeah. Watch this space. So I'm not too bothered about this backside because that's going to be facing away from where you're going to view the layout. It's more this side that's going to be on shore. So I'm quite happy with that weathering. It's a bit random, but sometimes I think that's what it needs really. It's better to be a bit random. So that's about done really. I do want to get a little bit of weathering around the doors. Want to get into the garage. Just round the entrances here. I've got a whitish yellowish paint. It's about the right sort of colour for what will be in the wagons. So I'll probably give that a quick brush over later on. But apart from that, it's about finished now really. So yeah, back into the garage. It doesn't make an awful lot of difference, but it does give the effect of the doors being metally, more metally than the corrugations there, at least I think. Let's give these. So yeah, that's about ready for some glazing. Back out in the garage again. Gonna give these JIA wagons a bit of a weather. So recently I've removed the Imerys logo off them, which is around here. You can't quite see it anymore, but if you look hard enough in the right light, you can see it still. So I'm just gonna give it a light weathering. I've already had a go doing it with this one. Didn't go too heavy on it, just nice and light, just about the right sort of colour. As it happens, I had this Rail Match Grey, which wasn't quite the colours I expected it was when I ordered it, but it's close enough for the weathering I want to do. So, a little bit of rag, put the lid off this, just dry down quite hard. Just another one colour, nearly. So it's quite a yellowy grey colour. Just dip that in there. I don't want loads on. I'm not going for heavy weathering. I'm not a fan of heavy weathering. I'm just going to brush it down about the way, sort of the way I want it, as if it'd come off naturally, sort of thing. Just takes the edge off it a little bit, that's all. Yeah, just like that. Just takes the edge off. Got a nice big fingerprint on this side, so I'll get rid of that. I'm by no means an expert at weathering, so it's probably a better way of doing this, but this gets the result that I'm after. It's close enough anyway. I'm not too bothered about it being uniform, as long as it's somewhere near similar. I think the stripes going up over and down over. I don't want anything side to side, because you wouldn't really be going side to side movement on these. It's not too bad. I think I will try and dull off the top at some point as well, using that MIG star brush I've got. So yeah, we'll carry on doing the rest of these. So just a bit of a comparison shot. Clean and weathered. Just makes a little bit of a difference. 2 more to do. Just going to give it a bit of the weathering as well from the potash. Obviously this is the potash unloading terminal. So again, it's a little bit on my brush, not need much. I don't want loads, like I say, it's just to give an impression really. Oh yeah, so it's the GIA wagons, all weathered. I've weathered them, look, just lightly weathered. Don't like stuff being too heavily weathered sometimes. Got just enough, I think. It'll do me anyway, it's a bit heavier in some places. Got underneath, done a little bit. So it all just takes you right off it a little bit. Because nothing's pristine. And they are going to be unloaded in this terminal here, so I can push these along. The idea being they'll be pushed in by a 66 through the unloading terminal on the other side. So it's going to be the unloading terminal here and a little office block, not sure about this yet, a little industrial unit that I weathered earlier. And then it's going to be a canal basin, just a little one, just there with a lock. And going to have piles of potash here with a conveyor system coming out of that. So just need to get this ballasted, get some concrete laid, and then yeah, just crack on with it.